And welcome back to Let's Read Hands.
Black people.
Well, that was unexpected.
That's a... Anyway, so... Chapter
I apologize to all you Mexican people out there.
Chapter 5, Part 2. Back through the ever-free forest we went. Me striding along as quickly as I could, and Twilight cantering rather than trotting. We'd fallen into silence, though Twilight kept checking her watch, which she had for some reason. If I had one myself, I'd be doing the same thing. I repressed a sigh. I felt like I was in a BioWare RPG sometimes. References.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my least favorite fanfiction ever.
Well, I guess that's what life feels like.
We'll bang, okay?
BioWare RPG, apparently.
Hold on.
Okay.
Could I just take the Renegade option and just throw this laptop through the window?
Yes, you may. Twilight then abruptly stopped.
I'm pretty sure cleansing the universe of this fic is the Paragon option.
Holy Prometheum.
Okay.
Anyway, I went a few more steps before stopping. I turned to look back at her.
I think that's
near.
cockwagon.
No, that's...
No, that's...
What? Why would he look back to her and say what?
What?
No. He does, because
No, he
the next
does.
paragraph has her
Yeah.
saying
Oh.
it.
She, yeah.
What?
Oh, because Twilight stopped abruptly, so he looked back and said, "What?"
Ah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Twilight stopped abruptly, so he was forced to look back. Is he walking ahead of... How the fuck did he find out that she just stopped abruptly if he's ahead of her?
Yeah,
don't
whatever.
care.
If she was walking next, well, I think she was walking next to him. She stopped, but he took a few more steps. It even said he went a few more steps before stopping.
Okay, well, anyway.
That caused him to be in front of her, so he turned back and said, "What?"
Whatever, man.
She was listening very carefully. Her eyes narrowed.
Don't you smell it?
She asked. She was listening very carefully with her eyes narrowed because she was trying to smell something.
Reminds me of the... Hey, listen. Do you smell that?
So,
That just reminds me, I have an 8-inch long tongue and I can breathe through my ears.
I shook
wait.
my head.
I learn new things about Nero all the time.
8-inch tongue, remember? Small
I-
nose, remember?
I trailed off as I felt a prickling at the back of my skull, and something rumbled through my bones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Twilight
Run.
said.
Run.
She
Yeah,
took
yeah.
off and I followed as best I could, just before something gigantic burst out of the trees behind us with a roar. I chanced to glance back over my shoulder. It was big. It was hairy.
And pink!
It had wings and a lion's mane, and above all else, it had teeth. Unlike
Thank God it didn't have fucking dentures.
See, like, unlike every other fucking creature in the forest, this one had teeth.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
We know it's not a bird,
Yeah.
and
Worm.
that it's not going to try and gum you to death.
And we know it's not a
Ew.
fish.
Anyway.
Anyways, run, 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 run.
Twilight
But some fish have
shouted,
teeth.
and I did
Twilight
my
was up.
best to comply with as the huge beast raced after us. I panted for breath as much as I matched her speed, and managed to get out a question.
Isn't ha there ha spell you ha can use?
I prefer to run it.
She panted back as we fairly flew down the trail. The monster's roar carried with it the heat of its breath and
The
another
heat of it is breath.
It is breath with it,
It is.
With
right.
the heat of it is breath.
and it is breath.
Yes.
I'm actually only just saying it. I'm saying it is. It's. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but it's,
wait,
but it's
oh,
the
wait,
wrong
wait.
one.
I see.
Yes, wrong.
Okay, well, anyway. And another quick glance back revealed it was almost on top of us.
Not an option.
I shouted.
Then,
Twilight cried, and a moment later the entire world turned to light before returning to normal. I lost my equilibrium and fell on my backside, and I smelled burnt hair. I reached up and winced as I felt some of my hair smoldering.
Ow.
I looked to my right. Twilight was there, taking a few deep breaths.
Ha! Nice trick.
I said, ignoring the fact I'd asked her to do that in the first place. I heard the roar of the monster again, not as close as before, but definitely approaching us again.
Great. I think it's the same bastard who tried to eat me when I got here.
Wasn't that, like, a T-Rex? Wait,
No,
hold on.
that was after he arrived.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Did
that
we-
That was when he was helping
that was-
Fluttershy.
Wait,
That was Fluttershy being a
Wait.
sociopathic bitch.
wait. We've never
He-
established what happened
No,
when
it
he
was-
got here.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
That hasn't been a thing that has happened yet. Therefore, he's just being like, "Oh my God, it's the return of that."
This started in media res.
Yeah, it's like it's
They're
the
trying to
return of that
establish
villain
what's
who, you know, you remember from that thing that never happened in the story. Man, that was terrifying.
That would have been a better place to start in media res.
Yeah, it would have.
anyways,
Uh,
yeah, this is me. I guess he takes it as a matter of pride.
Twilight panted.
Because forest predators regularly hunt down things that have escaped them as a matter of pride.
Yeah, I'm just imagining this Manticore's Worf now, just being like, "I will eat you. It is a matter of my Klingon pride." She shook her head and smiled.
Man, he sure clings on to those things.
Don't worry. I know a spell that will take care of him, and
No! Wait!
I
Don't
said-
open that door!
Nice. I took off my backpack and pulled out the hand can with a smirk.
what the hell?
Let me!
Twilight stared
The
at me.
gun that the CMC made for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gun that the Cutie Mark fucking Crusaders made for him.
Okay, hold on. Where are we?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Look! I have a score to settle!
Lock and load. I examined it as I loaded the cannon.
You already saved me twice from this guy. Let me handle him this time.
So, I guess we're establishing that Twilight saved him that first time that never happened?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, what are you, crazy?
Yes.
What are you, crazy? I can handle this simply and neatly.
Twilight said angrily. I shut the chamber of the gun and stood up as the trees rustled nearby. Yeah, but if you try and solve it, it won't be with violence. I want to kill something.
Yes, but think of this as me paying you back.
I said.
But
No, you still owe me that money.
Just put up a shield. This could get messy.
I'm just gonna put up
I
a shield.
said-
and
but
have it
manticores
also-
are endangered, you idiot.
You fucking asshole, you killed an endangered species.
You killed the last
I was
manticore.
literally going to teleport us out of here safely, and then you fuckwit just blew up the goddamn creature's head. Thanks. Thanks a ton. I said.
And
as
how
the
do you
king-
think Fluttershy is going to act when she hears about it?
I don't know, just like bring in this fucking bloody
You'll just have to shoot
carcass
her
and
too.
Drop it at her feet.
Fluttershy, you can heal this, right?
Fluttershy, you can eat the heart. It'll give you courage. I said as the monster came into view. Twilight scowled.
You don't have to do this.
No, I don't.
I locked eyes with the monster and it glared back. Oh yeah, it was the same jerk, all right. He recognized me. He stalked for us, claws out, drool running from his fangs. It took me a second to put a name to it. The thing was a manticore, a monster from ancient Greek mythology.
Look, guys, I know things. I'm not stupid.
I'm also okay. Yeah. What else? Manticore. Yeah. No. Yes. I think the Chimera is Arabic. So yeah.
Yeah, Chimera isn't Greek.
No, Chimera. I think Chimera is also Greek.
I don't even
No,
know.
one
I
of
don't
them, no, one of
care.
them is Middle Eastern. I know. Like one of the two is
Because the Chimera was slain by Bellerophon.
right.
Yeah, Chimera was Greek mythology.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure Manticore was Greek.
We can talk about this later.
Yeah, we
And then-
can.
Actually, Manticore is a Persian legendary creature,
knew it.
It is
Fucking
Persian.
knew it. Fuck you, Andrew J. Tell you are fucking wrong.
similar to the Egyptian Sphinx.
Guess what, Andrew J. Tell you're wrong, motherfucker. Twilight. Huh.
So he's wrong. He doesn't know things. He is stupid.
He's a dumb
Okay.
fuck.
Okay, anyways, Twilight Tuft. You're just going to get hurt. Or hurt it.
That's the idea.
I
Oh,
was about
God.
to say that to point out how dumb this was, but no.
Yeah.
I said taking aim.
Come on, you walking flea bag.
Now that's just hurtful.
This is stupid and ridiculous.
That's
And
what
so
I was
is
going to
the-
say.
and
Tim
so is that
sold this
plan.
story.
Twilight insisted. I nodded and shrugged. This gun is my cock, and I want to shoot something with my cock.
Pretty much, yeah.
The Manticore roared and charged me. I smirked and took aim. Now, yes, it was stupid. It was ridiculous. It was probably because of my anger with Twilight Sparkle, that bitch, that I wanted to do it. I don't deny it. Killing things makes me feel better about myself and my tiny penis.
Oh,
But a
God.
man can be very, very stupid when he's arguing with a girl he's attracted to. I like
Also
to fuck
related to the
horses.
tiny penis.
And staring down the hand cannon at charging Manticore.
Say cheese.
Which hopefully
you
doesn't involve
son
the
of
tiny
a.
penis.
Say
I
cheese.
quit- I
you
quit-
son of a.
I quipped, trying to copy Jaws and failing, pulling the trigger. The gun roared and nearly threw me off my feet as it jerked in my hand. The Manticore
He
yelped
jerked off his cock.
and ducked. Yeah, it went off in my hands just like something else I could mention. The shell flying right over his head, and then it ricocheted off an outcropping of rock, bounced off a tree, and then flew right for Twilight Sparkle, whose eyes widened as her horn glowed. Boom! I had covered my face just in time as I lowered my arms, heart pounding in my ears. The explosion rang in them.
This is a bullet, not a super ball. It's not going to ricochet that much.
Yeah.
It's most likely just going to blow the shit out of the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
so,
you.
and apparently this guy can't.
Unless
Can't-
this is like rubber buckshot, but
Apparently this guy can't.
Bloodshot.
Apparently this guy can't hit a Manticore at point blank range.
dude, this guy couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat.
This guy literally has XCOM shooting abilities. A charging
Oh my
God,
God.
yes,
giant
he does.
monster attacks him, so he takes a shot and shoots his teammate.
He
First
literally
level
has a
D&D
90
character.
He literally has a 95% chance to hit. He misses anyway by
Yeah.
shooting the opposite
First
direction.
level D&D character.
No, I mean like
Point
liter-
blank range with them pinned, still have like a 60% chance to miss.
No, but I mean like literally XCOM because he's
is
being attacked by
literally
a giant
XCOM.
monster, and his response is, "I'ma shoot my teammate."
Yep.
This is XCOM. Goddamn.
Like, there's a monster.
Where are the aliens?
I should shoot to the left of him.
Anyway, Twala is your line.
Twilight.
She was laying on her side, horn producing sparks. I ran over and checked her over. She groaned, which I took as a good sign. She had her shield up, so she'd only suffered a shockwave.
Stupid
She muttered.
Fucker.
fuck off. You have.
God damn it.
It's not like I
Manticore
like you or
theme-
anything.
Yeah. The Manticore, seeing I'd missed, how the fuck would it miss that? And had essentially disabled my own teammate, growled menacingly as he advanced on us. I looked up and grimaced.
Yeah, I
Oh
think that-
yeah. Stupid.
Womp 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 womp.
And they died.
I woke up frozen to the ceiling of the
Doubtful.
Wampus
There's a next
cave.
chapter button.
Okay, I was now holding an empty gun. After stunning my powerful unicorn friend with a manticore bearing down on us. Yeah,
Why was there the line break?
I have no idea. Because that was the
To
commercial
indicate a
break.
scene
Just take a
transition or the
break.
passage of time.
This is like the break for commercials.
Yeah, no, it literally is a
Well,
commercial break. Anyway, so holding an empty gun, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, totally according to plan. Including the fact I was pretty sure I had lost bladder control. I pissed
Thanks
myself.
for that.
I pissed myself in front of the girl, and girls were watching.
Hold on,
I
what's the
just
bet
jizzed.
that him pissing himself has no impact on the way he talks or acts, and he's going to continue to be kind of a smug dickweed, not actually like go like, oh my god, I'm so fucking scared, I'm pissing myself.
It almost.
He's like, I'm voicing him as if he was a bad game protagonist from like 20 years ago.
God.
That's
Honestly, I'm
fairly
kind of seeing
good.
it now
So,
as just like a
Not
bad.
voiced and poorly translated.
I was just saying that I kind of see him more as like a shitty sitcom protagonist, just going like, whoops, I done made a goof again.
Your base arm belong to us.
Anyway,
I'm thinking B-movie protagonist where the writer doesn't realize that they're writing B-movie material.
Oh, for a
Anyway,
second, I thought you were
I
talking
was
about a
not-
different
I had
movie.
pissed myself, and I was having to focus most of my energy on just standing still. Because
By all known laws of aviation, Andrew J. Talon should not be able to fly. It should not be able to lift its fat little body off the ground.
I'm going to flick pennies at you.
No, not Penny. He returned Penny into quarters.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear God.
Whoa!
I said, holding up the gun. The Manticore paused its advance and growled at me.
Yeah, you know what this thing can do, huh, buddy?
I pissed myself.
Knock out the rest of my friends!
Yeah, hold on. So, the Manticore was not frightened away by the person taking a shot, but by the person threatening to take a second shot.
Yeah.
The actual attack and the noise and all things that would scare a wild animal, nah, fuck it, it's fine. The threat of possibly having that happen again, that's where we get, like, serious. Holy shit. I guess trying to make my false bravado sound real.
Except at this range, I can't. Okay, that's entirely untrue.
Yeah. Also, how far
Oh,
away
dear.
did this thing burst out of the goddamn tree line?
I don't know. I imagine it to be very, very, like, close to him.
No,
And then
It
he
just charges
fired
really
up.
slow.
considering everything that happened, I think it, like, jumped out like half a football field away and has just slowly been like charging across this distance the entire time. Twilight groaned behind me. I ignored this. Women, am I right? The Manticore snarled, putting another foot forward. I cocked the gun menacingly, and it stopped again.
Now listen,
I said,
I'm happy just to let bygones be bygones.
The exact opposite of what I said about 30 seconds ago.
I'm going to shoot you,
the monster,
but I'm happy to just let you go walk away.
The monster growled, his teeth glimmering. He glared death at me. Clearly, he was not willing to do the same.
Because frankly, I'd prefer not to blow your head off.
Oh,
I said
what?
Even though
said
you
won't-
just said, God damn it, this story.
Well, he's supposed to be like, you know, throwing up like some bluffing bullshit, but like he's such an unlikable dick that it really is just like unbearable to listen to him just being like, I'm gonna fucking murder this animal. Oh shit, I'm out of bullets. Listen, I think it's important we be willing to let bygones be bygones and live in peace. It's like, fuck, wait, you could have avoided this entire scenario if you hadn't acted like a dickhead. You are not being a clever, cool, charming protagonist now that you're trying to talk your way out of the situation that you put yourself into.
Or if you hadn't decided it was a good idea to give yourself one perception in character creation.
Yeah.
Also,
Anyway.
apparently, this is a non-sentient creature, apparently.
Yeah. I said, tapping the gun for
Right,
emphasis. The Manicore growled again, cocking its head. But it flexed its claws and licked its lips.
Right. Except, do you know, I taste terrible.
And he has
I've
terrible.
been
It's true!
based-
I did just pee myself.
Yeah, I've been basing in my own piss for the last couple of minutes. I asked the
This was a
Manicore...
deliberate attempt to stop you from eating me.
Words.
This is my...
The Manicore
I'm
snorted,
like...
flaring its nostrils.
Seriously, I'm absolutely horrible. I'm floating in my own shoes. You'd really regret it.
I'm just imagining like the fatty little fans of this thing going like, oh man, he's so funny and clever. Look at this Andrew J. Talon, fucking stopping a fucking Manicore man. Like, oh my god, let me shove some more fucking popcorn in my mouth hole. Oh, it's like, god damn it, like who finds this shit funny?
I have no
Apparently, Andrew?
Apparently a fucking lot of people, considering the rating on this story. The Manicore made several compliant motions, complicated motions of its claws, pointing to its stomach.
No, complicated motions, it's claws.
Oh, sorry, motions. It's claws, pointing to
and
its stomach.
it is claws.
It is claws.
Pointing to
Look at
it
its
is stomach.
To it is stomach, waving and making a motion I took to indicate it meant it was full.
I'm sorry, it's just... The Manticore made several complicated motions. It is claws, pointing to it is stomach. You lost me.
No, I think the Manticore is a claw stomach.
That explains everything. Continue!
Oh, God. Oh, so you're not chasing us because you want to eat us?
I said, I glared.
Then what the hell are you chasing us for?
It
I just
pointed
wanted-
at me specifically.
Because I want to kill your ass, just for fun.
Because I want your body. Chasing
Because
me?
I want to leave this story.
I
It's
acted
horrible.
disbelief.
You chased me when I got here. The hell is your problem?
Well, if I'd
what?
killed you then, this story wouldn't have happened.
I'm the
true
one
hero.
who should be offended.
You shouldn't eat me because I'm angry at you. The beast made some
You can't
kind of...
eat me. I'm white.
But if I eat you, you won't be offended anymore.
Oh, God.
Or
Oh,
alive.
no,
if you want.
shut up. We have to... He's going to try and be funny now. The beast made some kind of dancing motion, holding its claws over its head. It clapped them together and then made a motion like something falling. I had the faintest idea what he was trying to get across.
I think he's
I
trying to
could-
tell us that he's a little teapot, short and stout.
I have
Fuck
no
with
idea.
him and he'll knock you out.
I feel like I share the sentiment with the protagonist for
Anyway,
once.
Okay.
I
I'm
tried.
sorry. Really sorry for whatever I did.
The Manicore snorted and scowled back.
I'm not blowing your head off right now, am I?
I held
No, you're
the
not.
gun up higher, which is empty.
But I can change that. You've got one chance to get out of here. I suggest you take it.
The Manicore seemed to consider that. It rumbled, gritting its great teeth. Its tail swang a few times. It finally looked up at me and snarled, its mouth closed.
It is
Yeah.
mouth closed.
It is mouth closed. Shut the fuck up. It then began to walk away, still glaring at me threateningly.
Sure.
I said, never taking my eyes off of its luscious ass. It retreated into the shadows. I waited
Sounds like Twilight's got competition.
I waited until the feeling of terror left me before I even considered lowering the weapon that was not fucking loaded. I reloaded it just in case with a shaking hand before turning to Twilight.
Are you okay?
I asked.
My head hurts.
She groaned.
Too much stupid. Otherwise, I think I'm all right.
She looked up at me.
Not too bad.
You're pretty good.
Funny thing is, I suck at poker.
You're pretty good at getting us out of situations that are entirely your fault to begin with.
I suck
I
at
said
poker.
as I helped her up to her hooves. She reached her head and nodded, clunking a bit.
Nodded. Knowledge.
Would have fooled me.
She grimaced and then pulled out her schedule again. Mostly because I have a concussion right now.
Oh, well, it's time now. Time for my... I don't know where I was going with that one.
Just keep going. We're running out of time and there's still a
It's
shitload
time
of
to stop.
Oh, well, it's time now.
What? Really?
I looked at her schedule.
It has been that long?
I accidentally put it for... I accidentally put it for 1 hour from now, not 2.
Twilight said.
We could reschedule.
My attempt to delay resulted in a deadly glare from Twilight. I held up my hands.
I'm just saying, you're injured and in a bad mood.
Twilight hates rescheduling. Bureaucracy is her worst enemy.
Stop avoiding this.
Twilight growled. I sighed, sat down, and held a hand to my head.
All right, fine.
I said. Twilight nodded, and I got herself comfortable on the ground.
So
you said.
So you said before that
relationship.
relationships could what?
She asked. I groaned and rubbed my cheek. This is
Here it comes.
absolutely ridiculous.
We're going to have all this talk again. Oh boy.
Well,
She insisted.
I was going to say, our relationship could change. You
I
know, the
got
song
it.
by
Capital
Candle.
C.
well, as in a romantic sense.
She asked. I sighed as my huge erection started tenting through my pants, and
Well-
nodded.
Yeah, sure.
Huge air quotes.
Yeah. Well, it's his narration. I looked to the side. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
I muttered.
Anything can hadplin.
So you're being straight with me,
Stop it.
as in a non-straight way as you can be.
Verified.
She let out a frustrated groan.
You're so confusing.
The fuck do you're being straight with me in a non-straight... The fuck... That... He's not being straight with you. He is being the
you're
opposite
such
of
a
straight
bitch.
with you.
He's
basically being
coming
like,
out of the
"Meh."
closet with her?
No, he's like... No, like, literally, like, what he is doing is basically saying, like, okay, like, what do you feel about a relationship? I feel about our relationship that it is possible for it to change in ways that could possibly involve relationships. I don't know. I am not prepared to make a statement at this time. That's not
Me?
being straight. That's being evasive as shit.
Me, you kept saying it was all for science.
I growled at her.
It's because I didn't know you were fine with anything other than science.
You're married to science, Andrew. She shot back angrily.
I was trying to spare your feelings.
By lying constantly.
Why do you have to act like you have to dance around or run away?
Yeah, can I just acknowledge I have been in a relationship where the other person tried to spare my feelings by lying to me.
It's not
It
good.
doesn't work.
No. I
It works out
growled angrily and shot her furious look. Okay, hold on. Shot her a furious look. I'm gonna quickly just.
Why? Because human romance sucks.
There are 12,
Translation: because he sucks at it.
There are 12 uses of the word growled in this chapter. I got up,
Anyway.
and before she could ask, I really let out my anger.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sorry, I
How
gotta
many
get
uses
ready
of
for my
different forms
very,
of the word anger are
for
there?
my very disturbing monologue.
Oh no. This looks bad right from...
Only 5.
You have to pose as some kind of alpha jerk to a woman
no.
just to get her to pay you any attention. You just have to deflect and deceive and flirt and everything else. You can't just be straight with a woman. You have to navigate a minefield of awkwardness. You have to take her feelings into account. Be polite, but if you're kind, she'll think you're boring, or just let you hang on to make her feel better about herself. Because she can't just tell you she's not interested in you, but she wants to use you. You have to want to bang her and make that your goal and use her psychology to that end. Otherwise, you're not a man.
By the way,
But I
right
said,
now, 3.
because he sucks at it.
Yeah,
Three, one.
somebody didn't. Somebody
anger.
was. Somebody didn't have a boy.
there-
Have a girlfriend
there-
in high school.
Not just angers, but like angrily and
Oh.
all the different forms.
Well, I control F anger, and there's 4
Yeah.
occasions. One
Ah!
was in the. One was
I
took
think
a
I
deep
think we
breath.
can add 5 because Duhad.
I took a deep breath. Several. And paced around trying to direct my anger away from Twilight. She was very quiet. I risked a glance at her. She looked shocked.
Do you think that's what I want?
She
that-
asked.
No.
I said quietly.
Well then, let me be clear.
Let me be clear.
She said.
I'm interested in you. I like you. I'd like you to be an extra special sun pony to me.
Fuck yourself. Twilight blushed.
I mean, just go out and have fun and be close to. Just to go out and have fun and be close to.
Really?
I asked Twilight, letting out a huff.
Yes, there isn't an expectation of sexuality here. You don't have anything to prove.
She blushed and looked aside.
Old Twilight.
I mean, we can't even get pregnant aside from a few times a year.
You're a different fucking species!
Yeah, you can't get pregnant from a
Yeah,
human.
thank
Twilight
you.
of
And
all
the
of us
fact
should know.
that you can't get pregnant at a certain time doesn't mean you wouldn't be interested in sexual activity. At
Yeah.
that.
Good fucking god!
People
I
fuck
would have
for
ever
reasons
used
other
Twilight.
than babies.
Ew, fuck trees! God damn it!
Wait, did you just say fuck trees?
Yeah, no, I want to make some sort of analogy about fucking trees and being worried about fucking getting them pregnant. But, like, no, fuck you. You don't even get my elaborate, weird fucking analogies. Go fuck yourself, Hans. Go fuck
talk-
yourself.
Go take a really weird analogy, like something about the birds and the Bee Gees. Like, it doesn't work.
She said,
Oh, wait, hold on.
doesn't come up a lot.
It doesn't come up a lot.
Oh.
I said, Twilight blinked.
Wait, hold on.
That's Twilight.
So wait, you thought I?
Well,
I looked aside. Well, this was embarrassing. Twilight laughed softly. All the times I got your dick out to study it, that was just research.
Well,
did I do that?
I wouldn't mind, you know.
She
I would.
said,
I wanted to interact with your dick in a non-sexual manner.
But it's not like I get like that all the time.
Right.
I said, I summoned up what dignity I could and looked her
Very
in the
little.
eyes.
Well then, I'd like that. Dating. You and me.
I pointed back and forth between us.
Just so she knows which you and me we're talking about.
Me too.
I love how no one corrected it to you and I.
Twilight said cheerfully.
And if it doesn't work out,
We're still friends.
I said. Twilight smiled and nodded.
good. She.
She shook
wait.
her head.
Now let's go see Fluttershy.
Right.
I said.
Which will be a lot less awkward than it would have been if you had killed the Manticore.
Yep.
You're carrying me.
Twilight said, eyes narrowed. I sighed, picking her up and put her on my back. She wrapped
God,
her
her eyes
arms
narrowed again.
around
She's
my
smelling you.
shoulders.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
She said cheerfully.
This isn't so bad, right? Right?
Yes,
You then.
It's about
Right.
what I've come to expect from dating so far.
I said, well.
Really? Right, Riley.
She lightly bit my neck, but it didn't hurt that much. Not like the last time.
The only way this is going to the only way I can see this actually meaning anything to this plot is if it turns out Twilight was a vampire this whole time.
It's meant to establish love. They're two attractive people out in the woods together. It must be love. We made it to the path that leads to Fluttershy's cottage. On the way, we passed a minotaur being carried off by a pair of goats.
Wait, hold on.
And,
Well,
No
you
means
might-
no. That sounds good. Really good.
He muttered. We stopped and watched him go before looking at each other.
That's Iron Will,
Twilight said,
a motivational speaker. Oh, I thought you meant Iron Will, the Olympic ski champion.
started making her act weird.
Oh.
I suddenly fucking realized after thinking she was possessed all day and having no reason to think this up until this point.
Yeah.
I ran in front of him.
Hang on, pal.
The Minotaur scowled down at me and stomped off his goat minions.
Dungeon.
That didn't diminish his height, as he easily had a head over me and shouted in my face.
What are you doing blocking my way, little man?
What the hell did you do to Fluttershy?
I demanded.
You drove her crazy. She kicked me out of my house. It was her house.
It was her house.
She kicked
could've
me
done
out
that.
of the house I was bumming in. You son
She
of a
kicked me
bitch.
out of her house.
All I wanted to do was watch my night court tapes.
Andrew, maybe you should tone it down a little.
Twilight whispered. Iron
Shut up,
Will
bitch.
snorted angrily.
You should talk to her yourself. She was.
He frowned.
Unsatisfied with my workshop!
What?
I asked, blinking, apparently never having seen a porno before.
What?
Yes!
He looked over his shoulder.
You can ask her yourself!
He hopped back onto his goats, who were looking rather tired.
Go!
He resumed his journey as a familiar pegasus approached us.
It was Derpy!
Yeah!
No, it was
Winner, it's you.
Andrew, Twilight.
Fluttershy
fucking duck, duck,
cried.
goose.
Butterfly.
Twilight said she came
Who's
down
Fluttershy?
and landed on the road in front of us. Pinky and Rivers piled up as well.
I went a little overboard. I'm sorry for what I said.
Fluttershy said. I smiled back.
It's all right. You're forgiven. I'm just happy you're not, well...
Possessed?
Pinkie
Did
Pie
I do that?
suggested. Fluttershy blushed, as did I.
Yeah.
I said with a cough.
In fairness, though,
Yes, I wasn't acting like myself.
Fluttershy
This is the one
said.
situation where that's not just bad writing.
Fluttershy said softly. She looked down at the ground, but then back up. She smiled.
But I'm glad to be back.
She said.
Yeah!
Pinkie Pie cheered.
Better than ever.
Rarity said. She raised an elegant eyebrow at us.
And what have you two been up to? Ooh!
Pinkie covered her cheek with her hooves.
Oh, we gotta go through this again.
I get it!
She pointed her hoof in my face.
You were cheating on Fluttershy.
Mhm.
What?
Fluttershy asked with a blush.
This again.
Twilight asked flatly.
Dang.
Oh, 24.
I lost my
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I
Oh,
lost my
you
page.
were
Acceptance. Then
No,
you were
it's
cheating.
Nero. It's Nero's line.
Oh.
I wasn't.
I said.
Then you were cheating on Twilight with Fluttershy.
Pinkie Pie cried.
Or are you all together in the same relationship?
Rarity asked.
That was Spiky Wiggy's suggestion. Ooh, dramatic!
Pinkie
Please,
said
no.
cheerfully. I was
I
in a
never-
polyamorous relationship once. It was alright.
I never thrown a party for a threesome before. Well, maybe once before.
Wait,
Nice.
do you typically throw a party for people who have sex?
You want to have
She
that-
might.
Yeah, she has to have those wacky sex parties.
She certainly
I
does
saw-
every time she has sex.
I sighed.
Remember, she's
held
got
a
two other
hand to
personalities.
My forehead as a familiar headache came on. Yep.
That's just hands.
Everything was back to normal.
Everything
Twilight
hurts.
squeezed my neck slightly and rested her head on my shoulder. I blushed. Well, mostly.
I blushed, mostly.
Well,
Hey,
that's
mostly
it for this
well,
little
no.
story arc. I hope you enjoyed it, you fucks. If there's enough interest, I might write more, or just allow others to use Andrew for their own stories. Hey, free fandom.
Somehow the first happened, fortunately the second didn't. To my knowledge.
Yep.
Not that there would be a need to, he's not all that distinguishable from a lot of
And that's the
generic
end
author inserts.
of this chapter.